Origins: derived from European folklore, notably among the Germanic pagans. Transformations are often tied to the full moon, enhancing their mystique and power. Silver is a myth popularized in the 19th century. Originally, werewolves were vulnerable to rye or mistletoe. Werewolf trials in the 16th and 17th centuries were as common as witch trials in Europe. Lycanthropy can be a clinical syndrome where a person believes they can transform into a wolf. Wolfsbane, also known as aconitum, was believed to either ward off werewolves or cause the condition, depending on the legend. Hybrids, such as the were-hyena in East Africa, suggest global variations of the werewolf myth. Cure, in some legends, involves a painful process of exorcism or consuming a special concoction. Skinwalkers, from Native American lore, are sometimes conflated with werewolves due to their ability to transform into animals. Saint Patrick is said to have cursed the Welsh people, turning them into werewolves for 7 years. Protection from a werewolf could be achieved by turning your clothes inside out according to some European beliefs. Rabies may have contributed to the werewolf legends, as its symptoms can cause excessive drooling and aggression similar to wolves. Full moon affects werewolves due to its light, which was believed to awaken their wild nature. Medieval beliefs held that werewolves transformed voluntarily, using magic belts or skins. Psychological basis for werewolf transformations was studied in relation to dissociative identity disorder. Hollywood significantly altered werewolf lore, adding vulnerabilities like silver bullets that were not present in original myths. Werewolf packs in folklore often have a social hierarchy similar to real wolves, with an alpha, beta, etc. Ancient Rome had tales of men turning into wolves during the festival of Lupercalia. Gene mutation, such as hypertrichosis, could explain historical accounts of werewolf sightings due to unusual hair growth. First werewolf in film appeared in The Werewolf, 1913, a silent movie that has since been lost. Literary debut of werewolves was at the Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest known Western prose. Moonlight is not necessary for transformation. Some myths suggest it is emotional trauma or desire that triggers the change. Norse warriors, known as berserkers, might have inspired werewolf legends, wearing wolf skins into battle. Alpha status in werewolf packs, contrary to popular belief, involves more diplomacy and dominance in historical lore. Viking Age lore included warriors called Ulfhenar, who ruck into werewolves, drawing their power from the wolf spirit. Werewolf names are often derived from words for wolf or tear, reflecting their nature in various languages. Dual nature reflects in folklore as a symbol of the wild within and the struggle between man's nature and civilization. Eastern Europe has the most diverse werewolf legends, with varying attributes and stories across regions. Transformation control varies. Some legends claim mastery over the change, while others depict it as involuntary. Lifespan of a werewolf in myths is often longer than humans, hinting at a supernatural endurance. Healing factor is a common trait in modern werewolf depictions, allowing them to recover from severe injuries quickly. Werewolf hunters were a legitimate profession in some medieval societies, especially in areas with strong werewolf folklore. French tales speak of the loup-garou, a notorious werewolf figure that terrorized the countryside. Werewolf trials in France were often linked to cases of mass hysteria and paranoia about the supernatural. Physical changes in lore include elongating of the teeth and nails, growth of hair, and eyes turning yellow. Werewolf councils in myths serve as governing bodies that enforce ancient laws among their kind. Mating rituals are rarely detailed in folklore, often overshadowed by the more dramatic aspects of transformation and hunting. Historic records of werewolves are found in various judicial and ecclesiastical documents from medieval Europe. Transformation triggers vary from stress and anger to environmental factors in different tales. Resistance to elements is featured in some stories, where werewolves withstand extreme cold or heat during their transformations. Pre-Christian legends often involved shapeshifters who were revered rather than feared, suggesting a shift in perception post-Christianity. Werewolf sigils were used in alchemy and mysticism as protective symbols against lycanthropy. Legend adaptation shows how werewolf stories have been tailored to fit the cultural fears and values of different societies. Ancient depictions show werewolves not only as monsters but also as guides or protectors in some cultures. New moon is sometimes said to weaken werewolves, contrasting with their empowerment during the full moon. Warrior classes, in some cultures, were believed to transform into werewolves to become more formidable in battle. Lunar cycles influence werewolf strength, with waxing moons increasing their power and waning moons decreasing it. Ancient Greece had tales of the Arcadian king Lycaon, who was transformed into a wolf by Zeus as punishment. Folk remedies included wearing wolf bane or turning clothes inside out to prevent attacks or transformation into werewolves. Cultural symbols of werewolves vary, with some viewing them as evil predators and others as misunderstood beings close to nature.